And we are back at Sha Tin on Sunday for a 10-race program, dual course meeting coming up out there. And we welcome you along to Racing to Win. This is Hong Kong's twice-weekly preview show. Joined on the panel today by Paul Lally and Tom Wood. And Tom, a day at Sha Tin where we celebrate 50 years of the apprentice school.
We certainly do, Mark, and that is the main race on the program in terms of feature racing. The 50th Anniversary Cup. Super Fortune, that race has to carry top weight, a race that Tony Cruz would dearly love to win because he's had a lot of time with the apprentice school, not only mentoring them, but he came through that when he was a jockey. And then the last race looks a pretty good contest too.
It does indeed. We'll focus on that. And if that's not enough to keep you going, Paul Lally, there's jackpots as well.
Yeah, jackpots galore coming up. 4.3 million into the triple trio. That should get up to 9 million. 1.8 going into the 6-up win bonus as well. And if that's not enough, we've got 800,000 going to races 6 and 10 for the quartet and first four merge pool. So pretty good jackpots there.
Absolutely. So we'll focus on the meeting very shortly. Firstly, though, news through the week that the weight limits have been raised by £2 starting from the 25th of June. Tom was out at track work yesterday and had a chat to Zach about the rising of the weights.
It certainly, hopefully, will give me more opportunities, the extra £2. So I'll ride the same weight as what I am at the moment, but it'll just give me those extra opportunities. And obviously, I've had a look through the stable lists and there's not much there at the moment, but you know, the next couple of weeks something could change, and it certainly helps me out, and I think it's a step in the right direction. I think we've seen a few of the local boys have been struggling to make the weights as well, and you know, the population in general around the world is getting bigger. It's becoming harder and harder for jockeys to be able to make these light weights, so it gives everyone a little bit more of an opportunity, and then you also have the option of riding just that little bit heavier if you like, to try and look after your body, maybe drink a little bit more and not having to waste as hard. So it's beneficial for everyone, however they want to use it.
You're only 5 behind Marrera at the moment in terms of the championship. If it gets down to the pointy end and you're sort of still within that target come the new weight scale, do you think you're a chance of hauling it in?
It's going to come down to opportunities, isn't it? I still feel like the momentum's probably a little bit with Joe at the moment, but this weight opportunity that's been presented to me might swing things a little bit more in my favour. Even if I only get 2 extra winners out of it between now and the end of the season, that makes a big difference. So hopefully I can get more than the 2, but 2 would be a good start.
We saw a bit of claret running from the nose on Wednesday night. How was the beak?
Yeah, it's a bit numb. A bit sore, so I haven't had it x-ray, but you know, having broke it in December and knowing what that feels like, and I've broken it before as well, so I can tell it's broken or fractured, however you want to put it, but yeah, the nose wasn't my strong point anyway, so it's the least of my worries.
Oh, it hurts just to look at it, Tom.
Yeah, it didn't look pretty, did it, when you get a whack in the nose there. But Zach, with some interesting comments about the weight scale that's coming into effect. And, of course, when you get up to 121, you can still carry £1 over. Previously, that was 119, so that's going to help again, Paul.
Yeah, it would help me a lot if I ever got down to that weight, which I would never do it. But I think it's a good thing, right? Health and safety is key, and obviously the club have recognised that and raised the weights accordingly.
And the time of year that we're in at the moment, Tom, the humidity is way up there.
Yeah, we saw Joe the other day come off a horse after the race, so yeah, it's just for safety and whatnot. Hard to keep the fluids in at this time of the year. He's got some good rides through Sunday. He's picked up one with Dragon Baby. Gang of Brothers certainly looks a chance. The Multiplier was a bit unlucky last time. At Nicholson returns, hacked up last start, Paul. And then he's got a strong finish with Golden Empire there.
Yeah, every horse has got a chance there. Look, I've got about 4 of those on top as well, so hopefully you have a good day.
All right, that is Zach Purton and the news on the weights. Right now we can focus even closer on the meeting coming up at Sha Tin. As mentioned, it's a dual course meeting. It is meeting 77 of 88. C course for the turf, and all the weather races go alongside them also. 12:45, it's an earlier start because we are taking a simulcast race from Japan, and the 2 races that will be the focus, races 8 and 10 over the 1,000 and 1,400 metres. The 8th, Class 3, down the straight. quality lineup. Carroll Street, he's on the class drop. Great record course distance. He's had 2 trials since we last saw him. Atomic Force comes to Sha Tin for the first time. Classic Unicorn is on the class drop. Jumbo Fortune, a stable change from Tony Cruz to a Casper Founds. Seizing the Moments, won 3 from his last 4. Run Cool, Zach's had 3 rides for 2 wins. Highly Proactive is on the class drop. Seven Heavens carries £3 less than his second to power kept last time. And Triple, he comes across having had his last 7 starts at Happy Valley. Speed Map Tom has Classic Unicorn leading.
Surprise, surprise. He likes to go forward. He's got a lot of early pace and he was actually just about able to see it out last time out. Seven Heavens, he wasn't forward last start, Paul, and he had a bit of a cluttered up run on the outside rail, but flashed home. And Metro Warrior, he's going to get the benefit of the grandstand rail.
Yeah, so I just wonder if it's going to suit Seven Heavens being sort of towards the inside, because he can get all that clear air and come across and get there. And he, as you say, he was a little bit unlucky last time. But Classic Unicorn, as you mentioned, he's the one with the pace.
And he is the one that we do start, Paul. Pretty sure you're keen on him. Now, this start is at Happy Valley for Classic Unicorn alongside Hong Kong Win and Atomic Force. He gets in nicely rated Classic Unicorn. Yeah,
look, he's won off a high rating before and he's back to some of his form here. 1,000 metres at the Valley. We know he likes 1,000 metres at Sha Tin. He's performed well down the straight before. So, look, I'm interested to see what price he comes up. He's 20s at the moment. I don't think he'll start anywhere near that, but look, he might be one for a bit of value there.
He gave Stoltz a bit of a fright this night. So I'd be prepared to give Atomic Force another chance because he was on the back foot at the start and missed it. On Classic Unicorn, though, he's been a bit erratic for my liking. There was one day at Happy Valley where they backed him into 8.1 and there was a lot of support from did nothing.
All right, we move to Jumbo Fortune, Tom. Now, this is his previous start. He's had a stable change since then. This was over 16.50 too.
Wasn't sure what to do with him coming back to 1,000 metres in the stable of Casper Founds. Now he's had that trial at Happy Valley recently. He stayed on very late here in this race, but I didn't really know what to do with him, Paul.
Yeah, look, I didn't get him in it as well. I'm happy to watch him go round. He's drawn the inside as well, hasn't he? Here he is again.
Yeah, what did you make of this trial, Paul?
Yeah, the trial was good enough. There was no problems with the trial. Yeah, as you say, coming back to this straight 1,000, I mean, they really... yeah, I just don't know. I'm a bit with you on him. I'm happy to watch him, though. I'm just a little bit see how he goes down the straight.
Put some condition on him as well. He's up £28 coming into with this, but look, I want to see him go again. He went off favourite, remember, first up and slow out and did nothing.
Came across from Australia, did Jumbo Fortune. Seizing the Moment, Tom. He's back in trip 2 and a course change. All of his wins so far have been at 1,200 metres.
He's had a 4th down the straight here at Sha Tin. He was basically last here at the 300 metres and then winds up really strongly over the concluding stages to haul in the rest of the field here. He came with Be Ready down the outside. He makes it in, Paul, but only on a minor line. Yeah,
I didn't quite get him in. I just prefer him over 1,200. I don't know if he's a 1,000-metre horse, so he didn't make it in for me.
Here's his graphics card, and as you can see, 11 starts for 3 wins, Tom. His starts used to be a real issue for him. They have got better.
Yeah, they have, but he gets back and he'll be looking for a strong tempo to aim at. He should get a strong tempo to aim at here down the straight. You can see over the distance, a 3rd and a 4th, and an unplaced effort from his 3 outings. So he hasn't been too far away in the limited 1,000-metre races he has competed in.
We move on, Paul, to our next replay. We go back to Sha Tin for this one down the straight. It's a lot of the bottom half of the runners in the program for this race went around together here, and you get horses like Carroll Street, Atomic Force come in to take them on this week.
Yeah, carrying a little bit further back than he normally does, and he's been racing well all season, so look, I'm including him. Carroll Street's got to carry the weight. That just worries me a little bit with him. And Run Cool, look, he was one of the favourites, if not favourite, for this race as well. And I just don't know if he's had his mark yet. We're not sure on him.
Interesting race, this one, because it's 85 to 60. He gets into this race off 80, so he doesn't have to carry top weight here. So I was willing to give him another chance.
A horse you've always had plenty of time for, Tom, is Carroll Street. Now, he hasn't raced since the 10th of April. Douglas has kept him ticking over with a couple of trials. This is one on the all-weather where he runs second behind a horse we yet to see, Midori Beauty. Yeah,
he's had a real mixed season, Carroll Street. He's been able to win one, he's placed in one, but his five other attempts have all been unplaced. The trial was okay. He's dropped £22. The only question I've got, Paul, is he goes from 118 to carrying top weight here in this band.
Yeah, I agree. Look, he is the class horse. I've got him in there, but the 133 does definitely concern me.
He's had 7 starts down the Sha Tin straight for 4 wins and 2 placings. £132 is the highest weight he's carried to win so far. Selections, Paul.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Classic Unicorn. I'm not sure what sort of price we'll get, but I think it'll be a bit of value, Classic Unicorn. So he's on top. Akari's been going well all season. Carroll Street, we've mentioned just the weight he has to carry. And Run Cool, didn't want to dismiss him totally because he has been in a great form at the moment. He's come up early favourite as well. 3, 11, 1 and 8.
You've gone with 8, 2, 1 and 6 in this race. So Run Cool again, just with that little weight relief he gets in here with the conditions of the race. Only carrying 128 here, beaten at 2.1 last to start, but he's certainly got claims in this. I'm going to give Atomic Force another chance because he was really good first up and then missed it last time out. Was beaten 3.5 behind Stoltz. Made some late ground. Carroll Street and Seizing the Moment, the other pair that go. And Carroll Street with a big weight and Seizing the Moment back to 1,000 metres. 8, 2, 1 and 6.
There you have it, the preview for the Class 3 sprint over the 1,000 metres at Sha Tin on Sunday. We're off to a break here on Racing to Win. Back to look at race number 10 right after this. Welcome back to Racing to Win. A reminder on Hong Kong Direct this week too, which you can find on the website hkjc.com. Click on audio and video. A feature on the Hong Kong Apprentice School with Felix Kutsi, who has been instrumental in the continuation of top class riders coming out of the school since Felix used to ride here in Hong Kong. So you can find that on the website, that is Hong Kong Direct. We flip back now to Racing to Win and look to race number 10. Good field this too, and it's over the 1,400 metres. Buddy is a 4-time course and distance winner. Lucky with you. Only time at the trip, he ran second behind Romantic Warrior. The Golden Scenery is plus 11 pounds on the second to Good Luck Friend. He's up 14 pounds on his back. Good Luck Friend for the win. Master Delight, first start since the Classic Mile. Winner Method has placed 2 from 3 course and distance, but all wins have been over the 1,000. Beauty Fit's coming back in trip. Hinch and Love is a 2-time course and distance winner. Navas 2, all wins have been over the 1,400 metres. And Lucky Swain S makes his way across from Happy Valley for the first race day appearance at Sha Tin. Speed map here, Tom. 1,400, Class 2. And a good tempo expected.
Yeah, well, it should be Buddies who can lead here. That's what he normally likes to do. Gets out and gets rolling with that drawn barrier 3 Buddies. Good Luck Friend should be able to get a perfect run through from barrier 2. Lucky Swain S up in grade here out of 5. And then Hinch and Love, he's out in barrier 10. So it looks a little tricky for him, Paul, and the runner who's been struggling in this grade.
Yeah, he has, and he's drawn wide as well. So those two, I think, going to get tough runs. The Golden Scenery, I think he can slot in at the back there. Master Montaro's come out of the race, so I think it's going to help him. Master Light generally gets back, and Beauty Fit doesn't have too much early speed either.
All right, so that is how the boys expect the speed map to play out in race number 10. When it comes to one of the likely favourites in the race, Lucky with You is that horse, and Zach Purton had a chat with Tom at Trackwork yesterday.
Lucky with You going around in the Class 2 1,400 metres, your first race day ride aboard the 4-year-old for David Hayes. You beat him on Keep You Warm last time out. What have you made of him off the videos?
Yeah, he's an impressive horse. He's got a good record. He's done a great job here in Hong Kong so far. And, you know, it's not over for him yet. He looks as if he's still got some way to go. He's still developing. And you know, I'm happy to be on him.
Does he look like the type that can carry weight in Class 2? Obviously, his win over Cordyceps 6 reads well now.
It certainly does. And he's a well-built horse. The weight shouldn't be a problem for him.
You've ridden him 3 times over the last week or so. Happy with where he is going into the weekend?
Yeah, he's in really good form. He's given me a good feel. He's obviously racing well, so he should be a good chance.
You've also had a bit to do with Lucky Swain S, who's in the race as well for Manfred Mann, who's had a couple of wins now, was beaten last time out. Can he step up here as well?
Yeah, he's lightly raced. He's still got it ahead of him. Obviously, he changes track and distance this time, which is an interesting move. He just struggled a little bit with the weight last time. So getting into this race should suit him a little bit better. But yeah, he's an exciting horse for the future as well.
So there's Zach, Tom, who rides Lucky with You. You go back to his previous starts at Sha Tin. Cordyceps 6, he beat him, and then finished behind Blaze Warrior and Romantic Warrior twice. Yeah,
so the form all looks good around Lucky with You here. He's one of the main players. He just has to carry that weight and give weight away, Paul, to some good up-and-coming horses as well. Yeah,
there's a few good up-and-coming ones down there. We talked about Lucky Swain S. He's interesting coming here as well. But Lucky with You is the class horse, and as Zach said, he's quite a big, robust horse, so the weight shouldn't be a problem.
All right, well, speaking of Lucky Swain S, we're going to the Andrew Lejeune touchscreen right now and going to focus on him. There he is, Paul. Now, we just saw the replay not too long ago of the race from Lucky Swayness. This is it from the 600 metres. He won his first two. It was a rain-affected track this night as Wine and Wine goes to the lead. Interesting comments from Zach about switching over to Sha Tin and up in distance also.
Yeah, like he has been beaten on a yielding track, but he's won on a yielding track as well. You can see he just lost his momentum there as well. Just a horse came back on him there. But look, he comes in with a light weight. He's got a good barrier draw. He's going to be on the pace. The query is he hasn't been to Sha Tin before. But with the light weight, I've included him. I just want to keep him safe, but just on a very minor line.
You can see we want to do a few things wrong down the back there, throw the head up and get awkwardly placed. And then sort of towards the 400, he actually looked a little flat, I thought, but he's actually come again and not been too far from an informed astrologer. So I didn't get him in, but wouldn't shock to see him be there.
All right, we go back to Sha Tin now, Tom, and here is a Good Luck Friend. That is him in the white, red and green jacket. Alongside him, shortly will be the Golden Scenery, but can't get past him. Winner Method is wider out, and also Hinch and Love in behind. That's Master Montaro, but he's been scratched from the race, so we can disregard him. The handicapper certainly hasn't missed him. No,
he's going from 113 to 127 here. He did get 5 points for that victory last start. It was a good win, I thought, too, Paul. He set up outside the leader and he staved off that late challenge from the Golden Senior. This was the first time he'd been able to win at 1,400 metres.
Yeah, look, he hadn't really shown, as you say, over the 1,400 metres. I thought the run of the Golden Scenery was full of merit as well. So of the two, I've just managed to... I've sneaked Golden Scenery in, but not quite Good Luck Friend with that weight increase.
Luke Ferraris rides the Golden Scenery for Tony Cruz from barrier number 12. We stay at Sha Tin now, Paul, and have a look at Beauty Fit. His last start was over 1,600 metres. This is that. He's a 1,400 metre winner. That was off a rating of 77. He's up to 83 now.
Yeah, look, I just wonder if he's sort of got his mark at the moment, Beauty Fit. He did come with a lot of hype. This horse, he's just won his 3 from the 23 starts. This is obviously rain-affected ground. Barrier 7, so look, I didn't quite get him in.
Yeah, and Zach Purton off, Antoine Hamlin on, comes back to 1,400 metres. Thought he had pretty much every chance last time out. As Paul mentioned, did arrive here with a lot of hype, and I don't sort of think potentially he's filled that hype either.
He was known as Barocca before he arrived. Now, a few to look at in this race, including Navas 2. That is him at the back of the field. Does love the 1,400 metres, though. We've also got Good Luck Friend, who's racing in between horses there in the white cap. Winner Method, he's got the red cap on. This was the race where Winner Method is running third at the moment. Winning Method is further back in the field. We've got the Golden Scenery on the rail. Hinch and Love is up running second, but he will fade. And the runner, he's hidden down on the fence. So Navas 2, the one we're going to focus on here, Tom. He's spotting them a big start at this stage.
There was a lot to like about the run here, is where you see them come down the side. He was at the back, he's starting to peel wider. He's had to come around a lot of these horses from the back here, and it was a good performance in the end, I thought, from him, Paul. He was home in 22.04 for his last 400 metres, only beaten a length by Silver Express, who was up front dictating against the rail, and he's been able to charge home down the outside.
Yeah, I really liked him this day as well, and he did run really nicely against the train, so it's a really good run from him. He's one of the he's one of the major players, no doubt whatsoever. I think he's going to give this race a really big shake.
And there he is finishing off on the outside. Good Luck Friend, as mentioned, Frank the Foreman got on and won since. Now, Master Delight, his last start was on the 30th of January, Paul, but he hasn't been doing nothing since then because John Size has kept him ticking over. He's had 4 trials since then. This is the most recent of them on the 24th of May.
Yeah, so he comes out of the 4-year-old series, doesn't he? He'll find this a little bit easy. He's drawn barrier number 11. But saying that, he's found a real hot field fresh up, so I didn't get him in.
No, I didn't get him in either. Nothing wrong with the trial. He was wide, hasn't been put under too much pressure. He's fresh into the race. He was very wide on the home turn in the classic mile and didn't really yelp. That was after going off at sort of 2.1, 1.8, when he was a beaten favourite to Fast Most Furious and also Beluga. So happy just to see him happy just to watch him first up.
His last 4 starts all over 1,600 metres. His previous run at 1,400. His only run at 1,400, he ran 4th behind Golden Link. Quality field here, Paul. Who wins the last?
Yeah, good race to finish off. I didn't have much between the top 2 here, but I went with Lucky With You to beat Navas 2. Lucky With You comes out of that strong race at Happy Valley last time. The Golden Scenery, he goes in there for 30 at the line strongly last time. And at the weights, I put Lucky Swayness. Let's see how he can go here at Sha Tin. 2, 10, 3 and 12.
You're going with Navas 2 here. He's drawn really nicely. Should get a lovely spin around, and he's got a really good turn of foot over the final stages as well. Loves course and distance. So Navas 2, over lucky with you. The Golden Scenery, he's just got a lot more weight to carry. Goes from 118 to 129, and to winner method, he's been very honest. So 10, 2, 3 and 7.
And that is the preview for races 8 and also 10 on the main part of Racing to Win. However, Paul, there is another 8 races that we do need to have a look at to find a winner. And who have you picked out?
Well, we start off with a couple of Class 5s. I thought the Multiplier was a Black Booker at his last start on the all-weather, so I've got him there. Royal Agility is a horse who's been downgraded into this. Tuchel was a Black Booker as well from Happy Valley last time. He really caught the eye. Nicholson Returns was so impressive when he won last time. I think he's a horse that can go on with it as well. Super Fortune's got to carry the weight, but he's another big horse over £1,200. And one at a bit of a value there, Tempest Express later on.
And you can find each and every race, a breakdown of them, on the website hkjc.com. Click on audio and video. We need a best, we need a long shot and a play, please, Paul.
Yeah, going to go with Gang of Brothers, who's coming into Sha Tin for the first time from Happy Valley, and Tempest Express, so I think it's really well rated, and it was a really good gallop from him leading into this race. So we'll do the play with him. The likely favourite, Golden Empire and Secret Vision. 3, 4 and 12. QQP in race 9. Best
race, 3 horse 6. Tuchel caught the eye running home at Happy Valley last time out. Here he is third up, John Size and Joe Moreira. Valley with Love Me More. He was held up last time out. That was a wee while ago. Hasn't trialled since, so comes into this fresh for Ruin Meyer and Ricky Yu. And the play with Tuchel, surrounding him with August Moon and also Clone, who's drawn a gate for a change.
Best Hero, beaten as a 1.8 favourite last time. He has won second up, draws barrier 4. The all-weather does suit, and he trialled well before that first up defeat. Celestial Warrior, don't think he looked quite at home on the rain-affected tracks at his last 2. He did race without a bit of luck at his opening 3 or 4 starts. And the play of the day, race 5. 2 Super Win Dragon, 3 Prosperous Win having his second start, and 5 the Best Hero, 2, 3 and 5. That has been Racing to Win. Tom, we're back to Happy Valley on Wednesday night, of course.
Yeah, the main event Wednesday night is a Class 2 over 1,800 metres. Money Catcher. You'll be going with him again, Paul?
He's your horse. You've put him on top plenty more times than I have. He's a money muncher at the moment.
10 to get through at Sha Tin on Sunday. Before then, that has been Racing to Win. We'll see you for the first at 12:45.